In 2013, an astonishing discovery was made on the banks of England's River Otter in Devon. For the first time in over 400 years, a wild beaver colony was thriving in the English countryside. These were no captive animals, they were an illegal, yet miraculous, re-emergence of a species long thought lost to these lands. Hunted to extinction by the 16th century for their fur and scent glands, beavers had vanished from England's ecosystems, leaving a profound void. Their unexpected return presented both a historic opportunity and an immediate challenge, as the government initially considered their removal. For centuries, England's rivers flowed without their most diligent architects. Beavers, once integral ecosystem engineers, were hunted to extinction, leaving a significant void in Britain's natural landscape. Their disappearance meant the loss of vital wetland habitats, natural flood defenses, and the rich biodiversity they once supported. The River Otter colony, a spontaneous re-emergence, presented both a historic opportunity and a significant challenge, highlighting the long-standing debate around the reintroduction of native species and the urgent need to restore natural processes to our landscapes. This moment demanded a careful, scientific approach. Faced with the government's initial intention to remove the beavers, the Devon Wildlife Trust, or DWT, stepped forward with a pioneering proposal. In 2015, alongside partners like the University of Exeter, Clinton Devon Estates, and Derek Gow Consultancy, they launched the ambitious River Otter Beaver Trial. This landmark 5-year study wasn't merely about observing, it aimed to thoroughly assess the beaver's real-world impact on the local landscape, the wider ecology, and crucially, on human interests. It was an unprecedented experiment in nature recovery, promising to reshape England's conservation efforts. The trial's remit was comprehensive, seeking answers to critical questions about coexistence and ecological transformation. Researchers meticulously monitored the beavers' movements and behaviors, their dam building activities, and the subsequent changes to water flow and habitat. They aimed to quantify the impacts on aquatic and terrestrial biodiversity, river morphology, and water quality. Equally important was understanding any potential conflicts with local landowners, farmers, and downstream communities, ensuring a balanced assessment of both positive and negative consequences. Every data point collected was vital for informing future conservation policy. Almost immediately, the beavers began their work as natural architects. Their instinctual dam building transformed stretches of the River Otter, creating a mosaic of new wetlands, ponds, and intricate side channels. These weren't mere alterations, they were fundamental changes to the river's hydrology and topography, establishing dynamic new habitats where previously a single, faster-flowing channel dominated. This industrious activity laid the groundwork for a profound ecological shift, inviting a cascade of life back to the river valley and demonstrating the incredible power of a keystone species to regenerate an entire ecosystem. One of the most immediate and profound impacts observed was a dramatic increase in biodiversity. The newly formed ponds and slower-moving water created ideal conditions for invertebrates. Researchers documented a significant rise in aquatic insect abundance, forming the base of a healthier food web. This burgeoning insect life, in turn, supported thriving fish populations, including species like brown trout and European eel, whose numbers benefited from the varied habitats and cleaner waters provided by the beaver activity. It was a clear and compelling sign of a recovering and vastly enriched ecosystem. The ripple effect of beaver activity extended far beyond aquatic life. The expanded wetlands and their surrounding vegetation offered a crucial refuge for a diverse array of wildlife. Water voles, once endangered, found new burrows and food sources. Otters, kingfishers, and a variety of amphibian species flourished in the enriched environment. Scientists recorded the presence of 250 insect species, 23 different bird species, and 8 bat species utilizing the habitats created by the beavers. This remarkable ecological resurgence transformed the river valley into a vibrant, bustling haven, underscoring the beavers' role as powerful catalysts for biodiversity. Beyond creating habitat, beaver dams proved to be incredibly effective natural filtration systems. As water slowed and spread across the wetland complexes, sediment, agricultural runoff, and various pollutants were trapped and broken down within the intricate beaver-created landscapes. researchers found significant reductions in nitrates and phosphates, common contaminants from farming practices, in the water downstream of beaver activity. This natural purification process led to noticeably cleaner, healthier water flowing through the River Otter, benefiting not just wildlife but also downstream communities who rely on the river's health. Perhaps one of the most compelling discoveries was the beaver's profound role in natural flood management. Their intricate network of dams and ponds acted as a series of natural sponges, significantly slowing the flow of water during heavy rainfall events. This distributed the water across the floodplain, storing it and releasing it gradually, which dramatically reduced peak flood levels downstream. Data from the trial showed these interventions could reduce downstream flood peaks by an impressive 30% after intense storms, offering crucial, nature-based protection to vulnerable communities like East Budleigh and Budleigh-Salterton. For generations, communities along the River Otter had contended with the increasing threat of flooding, exacerbated by changing weather patterns and land use. The beaver's engineering provided a living, dynamic defense. Villages such as East Budleigh and Budleigh-Salterton, historically vulnerable to inundation, experienced a tangible reduction in flood risk thanks to the beaver-created wetlands. This wasn't just an ecological win, it was a societal benefit, proving that natural processes, when allowed to flourish, can offer robust and sustainable solutions to complex environmental challenges, transforming a potential threat into a valuable asset for local residents. While the benefits were extensive, the trial also acknowledged the necessity for careful management. Beavers, being industrious, can sometimes fell trees that landowners prefer to keep, or create localized flooding in agricultural fields. The trial extensively monitored these interactions, understanding that successful reintroduction wasn't just about ecological gains, but also about fostering coexistence. It highlighted the importance of proactive, non-lethal strategies to mitigate potential conflicts and build acceptance among local communities, proving that solutions could be found for any challenges that arose from these industrious animals. To address these localized impacts, the Devon Wildlife Trust, in collaboration with Clinton Devon Estates, developed a pioneering beaver management strategy. This comprehensive framework focused on non-lethal intervention, demonstrating a commitment to harmonious coexistence. Techniques included installing tree guards to protect specific trees from felling, erecting fences to divert beavers from sensitive areas, and deploying innovative flow devices, also known as pond levelers, to precisely manage water levels in beaver ponds. Crucially, this involved active engagement with local landowners, empowering them with tools and knowledge to coexist successfully with their new wild neighbors, rather than resorting to removal. Throughout the trial, public engagement was a cornerstone of the project, ensuring local communities were informed and involved. Educational initiatives and open dialogues helped inform and reassure local residents about the beaver's role, addressing concerns and fostering understanding. As the ecological benefits became increasingly evident, public sentiment shifted dramatically. Surveys conducted during the 5-year period revealed an overwhelming 90% of the public in favor of the beavers remaining in the River Otter catchment. This strong public mandate underscored a growing understanding and appreciation for these once extinct creatures. The meticulous data collection, coupled with undeniable ecological successes and strong public backing, presented an irrefutable case for the beaver's continued presence. In 2020, after a thorough review of the trial's findings, the UK government officially approved the beavers to remain in the River Otter. This decision was monumental. It marked the first time in centuries that wild beavers in England received legal protection, transforming them from an unexpected anomaly into a celebrated symbol of natural recovery. The River Otter had become a national beacon for rewilding, setting a powerful precedent for the entire country. The success of the River Otter Beaver Trial reverberated across Britain, establishing itself as a crucial blueprint for future reintroductions. It demonstrated that with careful planning, scientific monitoring, and community engagement, even long-lost species could return and thrive, bringing immense ecological benefits. Conservationists nationwide looked to Devon for lessons learned, for the management strategies implemented, and for the compelling evidence that rewilding efforts could be not only successful but also widely accepted by the public. This small river's story sparked a nationwide conversation about Britain's ecological future. The River Otter story fundamentally shifted Britain's approach to natural river restoration. It championed the concept of nature-based solutions, showcasing how working with natural processes, rather than against them, could deliver tangible benefits for both wildlife and people. Beavers, once considered pests, were now recognized as invaluable ecosystem engineers, partners in the fight against climate change impacts and biodiversity loss. The DWT's management strategy, born from the trial, became a foundational framework for national reintroduction policies, inspiring a new era of ecological thinking and practical conservation. The River Otter Beaver Trial offers profound lessons for the future of conservation, not just in England but globally. It proves that reintroducing native species can kickstart a cascade of ecological benefits, from cleaner water and reduced flood risk to a thriving, biodiverse landscape. It underscored the importance of scientific rigor, community collaboration, and adaptive management in navigating the complexities of rewilding. Most importantly, it provided compelling evidence that allowing nature to lead can be the most effective, and often the most cost-efficient, path to restoring our natural world, offering hope and inspiration far beyond the banks of a single English river.